Macmillan Audio presents Tornado Weather by Deborah E. Kennedy. Read for you by Cassandra Campbell and Daniel Thomas May.
Where they killed all the Indians. May. Ficus pulled up to the corner of Haight Henry Road and Rocky Way and flipped on the ambers. The crossing bar swung out and nearly hit a feral dog scooting its way through gravel to the other side. Damned cur, he thought. Damned nuisance. Better not bite her. "Daisy, you ready back there?" He found her in the rear view, giving him a thumbs up. My God, she was cute. So cute it hurt Ficus's gut a little to look at her. Those dimples, those crooked front teeth. "Prepare for flight," he said, and grabbed the remote that worked the wheelchair lift. In the bottoms, the cottonwood seeds were flying, pushed by a hard wind from the east. Dry snow. Christmas in May. It wouldn't be dry for long. There were thunderheads gathering into knobby purple towers over the county dump. Lightning flickered between the clouds like children's flashlight beams. Secret signals, Ficus thought. The day had turned eerie. Tornado watch. Strange green sky. Lilacs, gust-bent and fragrant, growing over the old Udall place's garage, focused on him with the strange concentration of a periscope. When Ficus was a kid, Willa Udall slaughtered pigs there and made homemade sausage in her bathtub. Now the house was haunted, or so some said, with the ghosts of the pigs and the poor deceased Udalls. Hard to tell them apart, said the believers. The people and the pigs. The Udalls always did have squat noses. Ficus hopped out of the bus and watched as Daisy rode the platform down to the street. The white swirled around him. A cottonwood seed landed on his tongue and he stuck it out at her. Then he swallowed the thing and patted his stomach. Good. "Ew," Daisy said, scrunching up her nose. "You're gonna grow a tree inside you." "Mayhaps a whole forest, and then I'll spit it out, I don't know. Just here." He poked her tummy. Something hard hung there. Metallic, felt like. Bejeweled. He spied a chain around her neck. She cupped the necklace, or whatever it was, and laughed. He tickled her chin, and she laughed again. See? She wasn't scared of him. He was forbidden from touching the children, but did it anyway because it was an idiotic rule and he wasn't hurting anyone. Leave that to the priests and the perverts, he thought. "And then you'll have a woods for your belly button. What about that?" "No, thank you." "You know your neighborhood used to be all trees? That was the Bottoms back in the day. Prettiest, wildest place in all of Colliersville, Indiana. Trees and Indians. Indians and trees. As far as the eye could see. Now look at it. 3 streets toppling into the river. Sad." "Indians?" Daisy asked. The wind whipped up more cottonwood seeds, drove candy wrappers down the street. The little dog sat down under an oak 10 feet away. He licked a sore spot on his leg, then raised his nose in the air and howled. "Native Americans," he hollered at Daisy, who had clapped her hands over her ears. "Feathers, not dots." The dog stopped howling and lay down in a pile of white fluff. "What happened?" Daisy asked. "To the trees or the Indians?" Ficus said, although it amounted to the same thing. "The Indians," she said. "Oh, well—" "Tell me, please." Ficus took a deep breath. It wasn't a pretty story and the bus was idling, but he couldn't tell her no. That face, that voice, he should have had a child when there was still a chance. "So this young chief," he started, "braids down to his ankles, decides to—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?